What's up, pups? How you guys doing? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. So I just finished filming a video for my main channel, which I'm super excited about, and I'm just really stoked for it. It's something different than I've ever done. That being said, my camera battery is dead, so I am filming my Chicago trip / telling you which one of my childhood stories was a fallacy on my webcam, and it will be uploaded obviously on my second channel because you're watching it on my second channel, so perfect. Also, there's definitely Harry Potter music playing loudly in the background. I just finished watching Deathly Hallows 2. My life. Okay, so anyway, first and foremost, my Chicago trip was incredible. I had never been to Chicago before, and this was my first time going. I went with my boyfriend and a couple of my friends. My boyfriend is actually from Chicago. Well, he's from Wisconsin, but then he moved to Chicago and he lived there for quite a number of years. So we went back to go visit his friends. We went to something called Rib Fest. I don't really eat meat, but I still had fun. And it was just such a great experience because for me, I've never actually been to a big city. I've lived in Sacramento, which is, it's just like a suburb, you know, I mean, it's got a downtown area, but it's not an actual city per se. And living in South Florida, I don't live in like Miami, so I don't have that big city feel, and even so, Miami is not a big city compared to Chicago. What's funny is I've never really felt the desire to go to a big city. Like, I know so many people who want to go to New York or love New York, and for me, I've just never actually had a desire to go to New York, and it's always been because I don't like hustle and bustle. I don't like feeling claustrophobic. I don't like feeling rushed and busy. And I was really afraid going into the Chicago trip because I figured I wouldn't like it. I figured I would go and be like, this is too much for me, I can't handle it. But I actually ended up loving it. And the first day of the trip, we flew in, and that was the day that my boyfriend and I, we stayed downtown, and we went and explored, and he showed me all of the different sightseeing areas and everything that I wanted to see. I got to see the Bean, I got to see the fountain that spits at you, we got to walk a lot. That's something I'm not used to, so the first day I did have like multiple panic attacks because my body just wasn't used to walking that much, I suppose. I mean, I go to the gym, but I think it was just the overwhelming feeling of like such a big city. I had lots of panic attacks. But I also got to see the Chicago Theater at night, which was one of the biggest things that I want to do because I'm just obsessed with theater, and the fact that that theater is so old is just, I got pictures of it and I'm so happy. But other than that, after the first day, after we stayed downtown, we went and stayed at his friend's house for the rest of the trip, which was about 3 or 4 days. And we went to Rib Fest, and we walked around his old neighborhood, and I got to meet all of his friends, and it was such a blast. And I'm really excited to say that I will be going back. If not this year, like the rest of this year, then I will be back probably January or February, hopefully, because I really want to see it when it snows. It's incredible, and I kind of want to move there now. But I don't know. We'll see what the future has in store for moi. But yeah, so yes, if you live in Chicago, I am very jealous of you. It's such a great city, and I can't wait to go back. And now, on to the fallacy childhood story. I was planning on, and I know I told you guys that I would take all of your comments and like put them on the screen for you to see everyone who actually commented the right answer. So I wasn't anticipating the fact that my video would go up and then 2 days later Dashi's video would go up that I was in. So at the time, my childhood video was the main video on my channel, and it got the most hits. So I got like 3,000 views on that video, and with that came lots of comments. There are so many comments that I can't go through and pull out all of them, so I can't do the screen thing, but I will just give you guys credit for having it right. Like I said, I just was not expecting that. Usually I average about 100 comments a video, so I figured, okay, there's 5 stories, not everyone's going to comment the correct story, so I figured, you know, it'd be easier to put everyone on the screen, but, like, yeah, things don't ever work out. But, like, I'm happy in this situation, but, like, they don't ever play out the way I see in my head, so, alright. So, the false story was the story about me telling the boy that his penis would fall off if he's mean to girls. And I know a lot of you got that right, so congrats. You clearly know me very well to know that that's not the right story. The other stories were the Pokemon card story with the fire. That was true. That really happened. It was terrifying. The nightmare story where I used to play Nightmare with my dad. That was definitely true. The Slender Man story, I think that was the top commented not correct story. Like, a lot of you guys thought that the Slender Man / Boogeyman story was not correct. And it actually is true. And what's funny is that I did have a couple of comments from people who said, hey, but you've talked about this story in your creepy Halloween video, so that is true. And I'm like, yes, see, you guys pay attention. And I understand there's a lot of newbies to my channel, and to that I say hello. But yes, the Slender Man Boogeyman story is true. It is something that happened to me. I've had a lot of weird, creepy encounters with like supernatural stuff, so that definitely happened. And the snail story was true. It was disgusting, but it was true. So yeah, awesome. I am so excited that you guys were paying attention to like past videos I've made. That's great. And for everyone who got that right, the little boy in elementary school story, that was definitely not true. So congratulations. You win 10 points to whatever house you're in at Hogwarts. And if you don't go to Hogwarts, then you're just cool. So alright, I will get back to editing this video. My other video that I'm working on for you guys, that should be up soon. Thank you very much for all of you guys who are new subscribers, for giving me a chance. I hope that you guys like my content and stick around, because it's going to be a fun time. So until next time, I'll see you guys in a few days with another video. Peace out, Trouts.